Another beautiful California winter's day. Blue skies, 51 when I left. It's a good 10, 15 degrees warmer now. Beautiful out, just amazing. And people ask why I live here. Jeez. All right, what are we going to talk about today? I said I was going to try and get us out of the doldrums and into the hopeful field of what could come and what is coming. Let's talk about hydrogen as fuel. This is an amazing fuel. Let's get some facts on it. Wait, what is that? Oh, there. I don't know what that was. Wiped right off. So hydrogen is the lightest element on the periodic table. Hydrogen is the most abundant chemical in the universe. So if we used it as a fuel, you'd virtually never run out of it, depending on where you were getting the hydrogen from. It's like everything else. There's so much of it, and the more you take, the less there is. So, it's not some kind of magic thing that just stays there and you can take forever. Yes, it is an element. So the UK is working on a system that's quite ingenious. It's called high deploy, I guess, hydrogen deploy or something. Meaning, I don't know. It is not in practice yet. They're working on it as a project. What they're going to do is make hydrogen, and then they're going to mix this hydrogen with natural gas, reducing the CO2 output of natural gas. Good idea, right? The reason is there's a missing element here, isn't there? What makes hydrogen? Well, it's the most abundant. It should be very easy to get. Well, here on Earth, the only place you find it is in water, really. There's some in the atmosphere, but so little I don't think you should ever try to take it out. So what's the byproduct of burning hydrogen? H2O. So what you're doing is you're taking hydrogen out of water using electricity, which then creates hydrogen bubbles, which then are collected and put in tanks for later use. Very explosive. That's why we haven't done much with it. You've got to really watch this stuff. So how do you make hydrogen at home? It's very easy. What you need for the basic hydrogen is a glass of water, a 9-volt battery, and 2 paper clips. Put the 2 paper clips on the positive and negative side of the battery and stick it in the water. Those bubbles are hydrogen. But you can even do it more efficiently. Instead of using 9 volts, you can use 1.5 volts by, instead of using paper clips, use lead from a pencil. 2 of those, stick that in the water and have a little bit of salt in the water. Like seawater? And you can make hydrogen much more efficiently that way and far less voltage. But guys, we're right back to the same problem, aren't we? How do we make the electricity, right? So there we are. We know how to make a fuel that can be run, like say in a big train or a big truck or something like that. You don't want to use it in cars and motorbikes and that sort of thing. It's a fuel you'll want to put in a tank and put it way far ahead on tracks, put several cars between you, and then the people are in the way back in case the thing blows up. But what a concept. The exhaust is water. But that same old problem, how to make electricity, which is fairly easy. You can make the electricity with water, you can make it with wind, or you can make it with solar. Now, water and wind is far better than solar because you're not wasting so many rare earths, especially with water. If you can contain water and let it trickle out and generate electricity with it, that's the most efficient and best way to make electricity. In my previous videos, I've showed how to make this system work. And then you can take some of the electricity and make hydrogen out of it for your transportation needs. Now, you could also generate some electricity with it for your indoor food production in the cities, where you could make the majority of what the city needs indoors using hydrogen as the fuel to generate electricity for the lighting. And you guys say there's no hope. There's so much hope. Humans are just barely even scratching the surface. That's why when I read some of the comments and you're so ignorant and so this and that, when they don't even know what the hell hydrogen or the periodic table could even possibly be, let alone science. That's something they consider voodoo. So why would I pay much attention to all that nonsense? You know, I think the smarter people know that humans are far better than what's being told here, and that we have a brain and we could easily get out of this problem. Birth control, adoption for controlling our numbers, doing some refiguring of how to make electricity with water without destroying our creeks and our lakes. So there you go, hydrogen as a fuel source. There's just a little bit of problem of trying to find how to make the electricity. It's so easy. Too many dumb people in office to try and figure it out. Instead, they're firing their scientists and their engineers, and they're bringing in Bible people to take their place, to take their place, to take their place. So many easy problems to get over, but yet so many humans don't believe we can do it. Come on, try it. Try the experiment I told you, then see what you can do with hydrogen. So easy, yet so far away. Because here in the US, the man is on the golf course too much to even think about alternatives to electricity generation. I'm just showing you what is and what is blocking the way of our future. Clearly, the people that are being put in office here in the US and other countries are blocking the way. They're spending the money on military action over in Iraq and Iran, digging up a war to get out of trouble that they're in. You know that's what is. I don't make this stuff up. So, this angry white boy is going to head down that way and see what's next. Hello.
Hello.
Is it alive? Oh, it is.
It is.
There's a new way of thinking. The Gretchen way of thinking. Thinking about people of the past and in the future. We have to think of them with smart, intelligent thinking. We can't do it with people like Hillary Clinton or Barack Obama or Bush or the Orange Man. None of these people have what it takes. The only one that has what it takes is probably Bernie Sanders. You know, he's probably willing to think about go to a world peace so that we can spend the money on saving our ass. I appreciate all the ups and downs and new subscribers. Until next time.